except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing. I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn, because one street over there's a life I could have known that would have kept me from the one I had today. Time gone by, I've traded black dirt into clay. I thought my memories would end. One train over's now 1,000 miles away. When I close my eyes, I'm back to where I've been. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing. I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn, because one street over there's a life I could have known that would have kept me from the one I had today. I took a walk one street over from my home, cracked and broken asphalt everywhere. I could have ended up just like that broken road, with a dead end in my path. Thank the Lord that I've got more than that. In this life there's nothing certain, except
Oh, hello. We're going to open up the microphones and say good morning. This is 1100 WSGI. I'm U-Turn LaVern, and this is One Street Over, talking with my dear friend, County Mayor Billy Vogle in the house. And we're sitting here doing the math, trying to figure out how many times I've interviewed you on these airways. And it's about 100.
Pushing 100.
Pushing, yeah. Well, because as you did the math, because it's been 8 years, and so once a month, it's about 96. You said, but we did extra interviews.
Yep.
Whenever COVID was going on.
My wife's probably saying he's made a fool out of himself 100 times.
No, sir. No, sir. We've had so much fun, and I'll tell you, I was telling Billy. I said there is an interview. If you have not seen it, I will repost it, because it is one of the first times. It was early on in your tenure as county mayor, because we were still in the other studio, and we were talking about the Notre Dame, the Cathedral Notre Dame that was on fire, and you had not been around the news. You'd been at the county commissioner meeting the night before, and you just heard Notre Dame, and you thought football.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, everybody.
It is the funniest.
Everybody says Notre Dame. And I'm thinking about Notre Dame.
Yeah, and you're like, you're just being up at it.
I'm not used to Notre Dame. And then I'm going to tell you, Chris Causey got a kick out of it. I seen him later on.
Oh, it was so
and
funny.
he said he rolling on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess everybody thought I was sacrilegious. The building was burning down over there, and I was concerned about the football team.
It was so funny, because you even told me at one point, you thought, well, I thought you were just being uppity, LaVern, saying Notre Dame instead of Notre Dame. And but it is classic County Mayor Billy Vogle, and you're just so real and fun. And we got, oh my gosh. And that interview, I would have sworn to you was gone, that I wasn't going to be able to find it.
Yeah.
And I just accidentally stumbled across it and found it. And
funny how bad things turn up, isn't it?
It's adorable. It is the cutest thing. It is so fun. And I will reshare it. I called Mayor, by the way, because I remember when it happened. I said, boy, Mayor, it's a good thing I love you, because I could go viral with that thing. When it was happening, it was one of those, I was like, oh.
I bet people was thinking, who in the world is this country bumpkin we got for a mayor?
It was adorable. I loved it. But I found it, and and as he's wrapping up his time in office, I messaged him last month, and I said, I found this interview. Can I post it? And I sent it to him. And so I shared it, and quite a few of y'all, got a kick out of it. I'll share it again, but it's just so fun. It's just fun.
Yeah,
I'm going to miss talking to you every
well,
night,
I get during the month, I'll have people come up to me that listen to the show.
Yeah.
And they'll talk about what we talked about, and like the head girls and all. And I'm sure they're listening right now. Aaron Slade, I'm sure if he's up,
absolutely,
he's listening. And and I need to see you. I ain't seen you in a while, buddy.
Yeah.
And
I keep saying I'm going to start going and seeing him. I need to.
Well,
but, he's a good one.
But I've met so many people, and it's hard to remember everybody's name sometime.
Yeah.
And people, like we had the deal at the courthouse this past Saturday, around the prayer day, around the courthouse. And you talking about hot. Oh man,
hot,
right in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And it was hot. And I know it hurt our attendance, but still there was a lot of people come up to me and, that's praying for me. And you'd be surprised, people that tell me every day they're praying for me.
Well, we pray for you every day.
And here's the thing, there's so many people sick.
Yeah.
There's so much going on in work. And people say, well, I pray for you every night. And I'm thinking, what about, we got all this stuff going on in the world. You're thinking about me?
I have a long prayer list, brother, but you are definitely
How
on
can you get finished praying before you go to sleep?
Well, we try to pray in the morning,
Yeah.
and so my husband and I, we've tried real hard to get into a routine of, when school is in, we'll get up early and we'll go walking and we'll pray as we're walking, and I love doing that. But we get up at go walk at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning during school. I refuse to get up that early right now. So we've been neglecting our walk, but we've been getting, I've been doing other exercise stuff, but that is, and honestly and truthfully, that's such a special time. If you've never gotten up before the world wakes up and just spent some time walking, they talk about Christ, how he would go off alone. And that is it is just real special.
Well,
real special.
The drive into Springfield, you see deer.
Oh yeah.
You'll see them creeping out of the corn and stuff, and be careful because you
Yes.
can't see them till they're right in the road now.
You bet.
And and that probably needs to get me started on this program because we got school coming up.
Oh my goodness, kids are back in school 2 weeks from today.
And if I noticed Kentucky passed a law that if you're on a 4-lane and a bus stops on the other side of the road, they're expecting all 4 lanes to stop.
Well, that's the same here too.
Yeah,
on Dickerson Road. What do we call it here? Memorial.
Yeah.
Is it Memorial right here in town?
Yeah, right
it's
through
Highway
town,
41. It's Dickerson Road to me. It's traffic reporter. It's
That's
Highway
the
41.
old Dickerson Road. Yeah.
But we call it Memorial. I know it's terrible. I've been here since '92. And they're like, LaVern, really? But that if you see a bus stop on the the lanes approaching you, yes, you are supposed to stop.
You are supposed to stop. And see, Kentucky just passed that.
Yeah, see, and we just can't be too careful with the buses out there. And I've got people, we are not paying attention driving down the road. We have got to be more defensive. And I was walking out across the parking lot at Walmart yesterday, and I mean, I didn't even realize it was a van that had cranked up and nearly backed over me. They just didn't even look. And you better be defensive in your approach when you're walking, when you're driving, because there's an awful lot of people out there that aren't paying attention. And because of these stupid phones. My
first day being mayor, I was on the phone talking to the finance director before I got to work. It was early. I mean, school hadn't started yet, but the school zone was open. And I drove through that school zone on the phone. And there was a state trooper sitting there at the exit going into the school. And I just turned around and waved at him. I was on my phone. And boy,
he pulled you over, didn't
he pulled me over and he let me have it. And I was still on the phone. I told him, I said, mister, I'll be right off. And he used some obscenities. He said, what's wrong with you and all this? And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't know it was a law.
Yeah, see, I got nailed one time driving.
I didn't know it was a law. You cannot talk on the phone going through a school zone.
Yeah.
And,
and you can't even if you're like this on your phone, you got to be hands-free all the time. And I got nailed whenever they first passed that law. going to, this is when I was still working up at the church in Madison, I guess. And I was driving up Dickerson Road, 41, whatever it's named in that area. But, and I had the phone up to my face, just talking, and I wasn't speeding, of course, through the zone. I was paying very close attention to what was going on around me, but I had that phone up to my ear, and they pulled me over. Said it is a state law.
Hey,
you cannot have that.
It's a good law too.
Yes,
It's a very good law.
Yeah.
I could have waited till I got to work to talk to the finance director.
But nonetheless, we're reminiscing about all the things. We've had close to 100 interviews, we figured, with this wonderful man, County Mayor Billy Vogle, and we've got this month and next month, and then we have Keith Hoover is going to be taking the reins.
Keith Hoover, yes.
He'll be in here, I guess, in September.
Yep. I've been carrying Keith around with me to Nashville. He's met the other mayors.
Yeah, I knew you said
it's a small world. He knows some of the T-Dot guys, and he's adjusting. He's excited about it.
Good.
And he's not going to be just hitting the ground just flat-footed. He's been a county commissioner before. He's been coming to the meetings with me. It's just it's going to be a good transition.
Good.
He
knows he's got to come in here the morning after the county commissioner meeting, right?
I haven't warned him about that yet.
Oh, man. Come on, you got to tell him. Make sure he knows. Maybe see if he'll let you send me his phone number so I can text him like I do you. Tell him I will not bother him.
Oh, he knows
You can attest.
He knows it. He knows it.
I have a lot of people's phone numbers that I know people would like to have, and I don't share them, and I don't bother you.
No, you don't.
I don't bother you. I just text you whenever it's time for you to come on the show. But just to remind you, I try to always put that reminder out.
Well, I remind her too.
Yeah. Yes. I'll get messages from Billy that's like, "Hey, am I coming on tomorrow?"
Am I supposed to be there tomorrow?
Always. Yeah. Always the morning after the county commissioners meeting.
Look here, let me just get started with my.
Let's go, Billy.
Commissioner Summers, which he's a football coach at Coopertown now. He's a teacher and everything. He announced it this coming Saturday. Look here, Bobby Cass is calling me right now. He's chairman of the budget committee. Bobby, you know I'm on the radio.
On radio right now. Come on.
Yeah. Anyway, Saturday from 2 to 6 at Springfield High School, they're having the back to school bash.
Okay.
That's where they'll be handing out backpacks, pencils, just whatever.
Yeah.
And that's a very good program. Hey, from 2 to 6 Saturday up at Springfield High School. Mm-hmm. Getting ready for school. I've got to say that if you've got a grandchild or a child that's playing ball right now, and it's about half of Robertson County, I believe, because if you get on Facebook and that's all you're going to see. Springfield boys play next week. That's 12 and under. The Springfield girls just finished up 8 and under, and I understand they went all the way through, if I'm right, all the way through the finals. The Adams boys, 8 and under, play next week, and Adams girls, 10 and under, got put out late Saturday night.
Okay.
So, and I may not have all the teams here. I understand Greenbrier and a bunch of them went to the state.
Yeah.
Went to the state. These, the regions. Here's the ones that went to the state.
These were the little leaguers, and Terry Martin was in last week, and we talked a little bit about the girls going and when some of them were going, and these are going to like their World Series kind of thing. And so, I've got grandkids that play ball, and my oldest grandson's really into baseball, and on good land, they play all the time, it seems like. It just seems like it just never ends. But
well, it don't ever end because it's all about money, I think. I mean, it's follow.
What he said.
Hey, if you want the truth about something, folks, remember the mayor said follow the money.
Yeah. Well, now I'll tell you one thing, too. Now, this is something my son was telling me about my grandson because they've switched him over to this travel league. And the reason why is if he wants to be able to, the way the baseball works is what they've told me. And again, I know nothing about baseball, but they're saying that when kids are wanting to make middle school and high school teams, if they've not had experience playing, on these travel teams or had some experience, this is what they've convinced the parents of, is they've got to have time in these travel teams if they want any chance of making their school teams. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true or not, but
I'd say if a kid's good enough,
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kids as parents can't afford to make these trips.
Yeah.
That are pretty good ball players.
You better believe it.
They're real good ball players, and and that's what bothers me. That there's some kids that probably need to go, could go, good enough to go.
They just can't.
Mom and dad just can't afford it.
Oh, because it's expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
It's so expensive.
And hey, it's like kids going on field trips. Mm-hmm. There's some kids that cannot afford to go, and the teachers, a lot of them take it out of their own pocket.
That's one of the things, too, with field trips. There's a lot of field trips and things that we go on. As far as my field trips go in high school, I haven't had a field trip that cost a kid a penny yet. And I know with the younger kids, if they go to things that have an admission to them, like a museum or something, that's a different story. But they have it set up to where we try really hard in the district to make sure that doesn't happen. But there's some kids that won't tell you what's going on.
They won't.
They will, they keep it to themselves.
It's embarrassing a little bit.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
But, as we're getting ready for school, please talk to your principals about the paperwork for free lunch. We have kids that are missing lunch because they're embarrassed to, go through the process, and maybe they've run up a bill. And, some of the stories we hear, parents, get this paperwork filled out. It's not that big of a deal. Nobody will know that they're getting free lunch.
Hey,
no one will know.
But
you can fill the paperwork out now.
One of our biggest sins in this world is wasting food.
Yep. So we need to get and we've got Greenbrier Go Night next Thursday night. So come and do that, and you can get a lot of this stuff done ahead of time. So. All right, County Mayor Billy Vogle, let's talk about what y'all did last night at the meeting.
Jordan Osmond was in our communications last night.
So much fun.
Jordan is now back president of Prestige, or a company she works for. Kaylee Harrington is the new industrial chairman.
Okay.
New industrial person, and she comes highly qualified from everybody we've talked to. She has been through a lot of training. She is... Hey, I think we made an excellent choice.
Good deal.
And our industrial board, folks, since my years, has really picked up a lot of business. They've bought some land. We're building an industrial park towards 65. And, of course, you buy the land. TVA and all them helps put the infrastructure in. And then we sell the land and hopefully go buy some more.
Yeah.
I want some industrial park land between Greenbrier and Springfield.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that's what I want.
That'd be really nice, yeah.
Yeah, for jobs and stuff. Mm-hmm. But she spoke last night, and then Brent Dyer spoke. He had a gift from me from EMS and EMA, a plaque made out of wood, and it had on my service as county commissioner and the mayor. And I'm telling people, I'm very serious about this, very serious. I do not want no cake cuttings, no balloons popping. When I leave here, just let me be like John Wayne and get on a horse and ride out.
Oh, God bless you.
I don't want nothing. I don't want no parties, recognition whatsoever. I do not.
Bless your heart. You're such a sweet, humble
That's
man.
That's not being a sweetheart. That's just me.
Well,
I told him he could even take my picture down off the wall if he wanted to.
No. Not going to do that.
Don't name no bridge, no nothing after me. Don't even name a tree out there. Don't plant no trees. That's the way I want it. That's the way I want it.
Yeah, and, I get it.
Yeah, that's the way I want it. So let's get that Tuesday, August 11th. We'll be having the night at the courthouse for, that's where folks can come and listen to the budget.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually we have good crowds if we're having a tax increase, but so far this budget we're holding even.
Okay.
I mean, we probably got a little more expenses than we do revenue in this budget, but we have always underestimated our revenues. We do it on purpose. And it always, like last year, we was probably $1 million under on revenue when we started, and we came out $3 million over.
Oh, good.
So, we're prepared.
Right.
We're prepared. And most of, just to tell you the truth, most of being over the revenue is really when we count the pay raises for employees.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pay raise for employees every year runs about $1.3 million.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, how many employees do we have in Robertson?
You're asking me a question now. I wish I could answer. Just the sheriff alone, I think, is probably Man, it's close to over 200, maybe 200.
It's a lot.
He's got everybody. Let me tell you, the Board of Education is the second largest employer in the county. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of people who works for the county.
Oh, yeah.
And they're good jobs, too.
Yes, they are.
They're very
good jobs.
Yeah.
So,
hey, let's get to early voting has started.
Yes.
And from my office, it looks like it's a very, very light turnout.
I have, that's what I've been hearing across the board. And
I'm concerned.
People are so they're frustrated with politics.
Well, we have every year these elections costing more taxpayer money every year. Mm-hmm. I mean, we had the administrative elections come to us this year wanting an extra $60,000.
Oh wow!
And the thing is, that was just for equipment,
right?
And folks, this is taxpayer money. You need to get out to vote.
Yes.
I don't care if it's a primary, you don't agree with it or whatever. It is what it is now. Mm-hmm. So please get out and vote and take advantage of this. For us to have a light turnout when we got a governor's, of course, I know it's a primary, but still, get out and vote. Mm-hmm. It's very important. I think whoever our next governor is going to be very important to us.
Oh, you better believe it.
Very important, especially for the counties. Mm-hmm. There's some things going on at the State House right now that concerns me. There was a bill up last year, but it didn't make it out of committee to do away with the property tax. Now, what are the counties going to do?
What in the world? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The guy that was promoting it said we was going to raise sales tax up to 15%.
Oh, good land.
Well, can you imagine everybody going to IGA in Kentucky and buying their groceries?
Can you imagine what that would? Well, but can you imagine what that kind of a sales tax would do to families that are barely getting by?
Well, I mean, it's.
I just can't even.
I mean, the property tax. Let me tell you, our rate is $1.80. Mm-hmm. And if you got friends running for county commissioner, you need to ask them what's the tax rate in Robertson County. Mm-hmm. And if they can't answer you and they're running for county commissioner, I'd be scratching my head. It's $1.80, and there's nobody around us can touch that cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been lucky, but
people are shocked when they come here.
It's unreal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's unreal.
Yeah.
And the people in the city say, "Well, I'm being double taxed." No, you're not. 80% of all our property tax goes towards school construction. Mm-hmm. Pays off school construction, and most of you kids that go to school are in the cities, and we are a school behind, I think, my opinion, right now. Mm-hmm. We should be digging right now. And then that way, in 2 or 3 years when we come off this other school loans that we've made, when that money's coming back our way, it's like replacing a school for a school. Mm-hmm. And that money will go straight on to the next new school. Mm-hmm. So that's good. But we've got other wants, too. The judicial system they want a new center. Mm-hmm. Which we're a long way from, I think, being big enough for that. Most of you big counties has got them, Sumner and all them, but we're not like Sumner County.
Yeah.
The population is nowhere close. We got people wanting we're going to build some new ambulance stations. Mm-hmm. That's big to happen.
Right. Yeah. I knew that was going to happen.
And the ones we got, some of them's getting dilapidated. Mm-hmm. We are constantly doing asbestos removal from the buildings we got. Mm. And you're talking about expensive.
Oh, very expensive.
It's very expensive. We're constantly doing that. Coming up after I get out of here, we're putting all new air conditioning units on the jails. Mm-hmm. It'll be put on with a helicopter. There's about 10 of them. And that'll be happening around October when it cools up a little bit.
Right. I know you talked about that last month when you came in. And that's going to be something. I want to see that process. But when we were out west, when we were driving cross country a few weeks ago, we were in Sedona when they were fighting the fires, and we watched the helicopters coming in, dropping water, up in there, and to see what they do with helicopters now is fascinating. And I thought about you because you had just told me they were going to be bringing those units in because you can't get a crane in there.
If you could, and they're cheaper than cranes.
Really?
Yes.
That fascinates me. That really fascinates me. That's interesting.
Yeah, they're cheaper than cranes, and they don't take as much room.
Yeah.
And you don't have to. You had to block the street off, of course, for a crane. But these cranes, when they come in, these long booms, it's usually on 3 or 4 tractor trailers.
Right.
And then they put the boom together, But we are constantly having to spend money on roofs and air conditions, and we are this county commission I'm with. We've been putting a little bit of money back for these emergencies because if you don't do that, we got to take it out of fund balance.
Right.
And every commissioner up there knows I'm dead against taking money out of fund balance.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, all you're doing is you're hurting the future.
Yeah, for sure.
We don't have enough fund balance right now to handle what's coming to us in the future.
Right.
We don't right now. Mm-hmm. And to be taken out of it would be catastrophe.
I agree. So very good.
Yeah.
County Mayor Billy Vogle. Let me go ahead and do a break here.
Okay.
And we reset, and we're gonna run through the meeting, make sure we get all this stuff in before we run out of time. I don't have to go to school yet today, so we could go a little over if we needed to, but we want to make sure we get to it. We've only got today and then next month, and then we're going to be finishing off with County Mayor Billy Vogle as far as
88 and out the gate, folks.
I'm telling you. But it's been such a pleasure having you in here all these years. We've had a lot of fun. But we're going to pause right now and talk about. I was, texting back and forth with Chris Armentrout yesterday, and what a nice guy. He has been such a pleasure to work with. And guys, if you're looking to try to get something going with a mortgage, I cannot say this enough. Do not click on those stupid spam calls that are always telling you, you've got all this equity, you've got this, you've got that. The minute you click on those, the minute that you start, any kind of an interest in mortgage companies that are not something local, you're going to get spammed like crazy. You are just a number to them. Don't let that happen. So if you've got some mortgage questions, if you're wanting to refinance, maybe you're wanting to, I have a son that is a veteran, so he's been able to take advantage of all the VA loan options, and they took and bought a new house and are renting the house that they were in. Maybe that's something you're wanting to do to invest in your future. Chris can help you with that because they handle VA loans. They handle FHA loans, conventional and jumbo financing loans, all the tools you need to get to the closing table no matter what your goal is. They're going to help you see that, and they're going to make sure that you are not a number. They are your neighbors, and they're going to work with you. Chris and his experienced loan officers at Valor, they have an office in downtown that could make an appointment to meet with you. They do say call before you drop in because they're out and about meeting with folks all the time. The number to call, 615-671-9178, 615-671-9178, or you can go to valor.mortgage, get pre-approved today because when it matters most, you deserve a lender you can trust. Buy with confidence. Buy with Valor. Valor Mortgage, NMLS, number 1210804, DBA of Encore Lending Group, NMLS 1249911, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval, rates and terms subject to change, without notice, not a commitment to lend, and always let them know U-Turn sent you. County Mayor Billy Vogle, let's get right to it. What all
U-Turn, you should have been an auctioneer.
I really wanted to, and when I was in FFA, we had opportunities to do that, but Greg Wilkerson, his daddy was an auctioneer, and so he got to do it, and they never even let me try out for it. So I'm serious, Greg. Yeah, I wanted to do the auctioneering. But
I went to the school one time just to watch.
Yeah.
And this guy was like a drill sergeant. And he had them all stand up and act like they was auctioning, and he would tell them when they had to breathe. He'd tell you, don't breathe till I tell you.
Oh,
and man, them guys was getting blue in the face, and it was interesting. Probably a class of 25.
That's
there was
funny.
probably 3 in there that had potential.
Yeah.
The rest of them were just mumbling. But anyway,
I could have done it, but yeah, I got.
Hey, election day is August the 6th, and when does school start?
We start. Teachers will be in 2 weeks from yesterday, so on the 3rd. So the kids come in on the 4th, and then we'll be out then on the 6th for election day. So we'll be in there like a day and a half.
Yeah,
be out a day, but that's how it rolls.
Short summer, short summer.
I'm ready to get back. I've said that
Really?
to everybody. Yeah, I got to tell you, I need a schedule. I'm way more productive when I have a schedule to keep.
That's
And I don't need too many days where I'm like, what am I going to do today? It drives me out of my mind because I can always find things to do. But anyway, I'm just more productive when I have a deadline. Anyway.
Hey, so election day is August 6th. Please, I'm begging you.
Vote.
Please go vote. If you don't do nothing but just vote for one, whatever, just go vote. Walk in there and let's get some numbers up because it's embarrassing when this country every one of you individually are so important, whether you think so or not, and what you think's important.
Yeah.
Okay, the trustees report's out and all the 25 delinquent tax list. And there was some concern last night raised from Commissioner, but you'd be surprised at people that don't pay just because it's the end of February. Sometime this year, we've always collected about 95%. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty dead-gum good.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of delinquent tax, and when it gets down to crunch time now, like you're on there 2 years or something, boy, they'll really come in. They think you're fixing to maybe sell the property.
Yeah.
They'll come in. So, and and to be fair, you got to go 2 years. There may be a relative somewhere that don't know that mom and dad
realize that it's
that
not
mom and dad's place is fixing to get sold.
Yeah, and I mean, just didn't realize that we were in a situation like that. So, but yeah, you just need to stay up on that stuff.
If you want the delinquent tax list, just get on the county website and pull up the trustee's office.
Okay.
I think she's got it all that posted. And also we had all the annual finance reports. We're at the end of our fiscal year for June. We go June to June, and all the numbers is coming in. And if you want to check from the county, July the 1st, you probably wasn't going to get one, because we'll got to get started on a brand new year when we close out the old year. Mm-hmm. If you go up at the courthouse, my office building, you'll see nothing but auditors up there right now.
Okay.
Going through the books. They're checking us out. We didn't have any election appointments, but next month we will. In July, we'll start putting commissioners on new committees. And after the August election, then we will have to add whoever. I think we're going to have probably at least 8 new county commissioners.
Oh, wow. Oh,
yeah,
really?
at least 8.
Wow.
That's a third.
Yeah.
And we could have more.
Wow.
We could have more. I'm telling you from my experience, the first 4 years that I thought I was smart enough to be a county commissioner, I was going to change the world. Folks, if you become a county commissioner, it takes you 4 years to learn the budget.
And to learn how all the things.
To learn how things work, the school budget. You can't just say, hey, I seen 2 new cattle trailers parked out there at the education department. Who got the money? Did the taxpayers pay for them? And don't go out and say that, because that's not true. That was given to the education department by a grant through the 4-H, those 2 cattle trailers. Because now a lot of schools have got greenhouses up, they're building barns, they're doing anything they can to help education. Mm-hmm. I hear so much people say, the taxpayers paid for this or that, and a lot of it's not true.
Well, like you said, there's so much grant money that comes up, and there's a lot of things that come in from the state, and everybody's like, well, who funded the grant and who funds the state and all that, and I get that. But as far as what we're doing within the county, there's an awful lot of funds that come in from the state that help us. I mean, the CTE program, I can attest to that because I'm part of the CTE program, but we get an awful lot of money from the state to do what we do and help these kids get ready for careers. And so it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Keep going, Mayor.
All right. Yeah, I think we got plenty of time because we can get down into the lean part of it.
Okay.
We didn't have any elections, as I said. Last night we didn't have but 2 resolutions for zoning. In the last 3 months, that makes it 5.
Oh, wow.
And people talking about the growth out in the county, folks, it's non-existent.
Wow.
There's no infrastructure out there. These are people that live on existing water lines, and both these zoning issues was where they wanted to add a home and separate the home they live in for a mother or something like that.
Right.
That's pretty well all our growth right now.
Right.
Yeah, it's the growth's in the cities, folks. Well, let's go to our resolutions. We had the economic impact plan for Cider Grove development. Now that's up there at White House on 31W, and what it's called is a TIF program. If you don't understand that developer, the state's making him put in turning lanes, making him put in all the infrastructure, and he's going to have to do that. It's like a strip mall, And it's going to have an emergency room involved, a daycare center. There'll be a McDonald's. And this developer is building this. He's asking us, right now we're drawing $12,000 a year off the property tax on that. He's asking us to leave that property tax at that price for 1 year while he gets his infrastructure in.
Okay.
Once he gets the infrastructure in, the what this could come to the county is astronomical. And that's what the TIF program is about. It's trying to get businesses in here without them being penalized while they're building. Hey, what does a TIF would mean to Robertson County when this is said and done? $966,000 will go into debt service.
Okay.
Off his piece of property.
Oh, wow.
Schools will get $2.6 million. And the general fund will get $870,000. That's what a TIF is helping this county do by giving him time to get his infrastructure in.
Okay.
That's what a TIF's all about. It's not us giving them money to do anything. It's just holding back what that property's worth. You know, it's like my farm. What they got it appraised at. Well, I could be putting infrastructure in, but that don't raise what it's worth until I get it in there. And it's going to take, this plan here, I really like them. I think it's the way to go. And it's off 31W, and it's not like it's out in the country. So that passed last night. We had to vote for that TIF. And our county commissioners now are learning what TIFs are and what they're about. We still got some that don't like them. They think we're giving away taxpayers' money, but really we're not.
Right.
We're not.
Very good.
I mean, this here's going to help the county. It's going to help the people with jobs. We need another emergency room on 31W. It's kind of like we're giving benefits to low-income families now on their property tax and elderly people, and it's helping them out. And this here is helping get some companies in here, trying to get us some jobs.
Right.
And revenue coming to the county. I mean, let me tell you, $3.2 million to schools. I mean, that's nothing to laugh about.
No, of course not.
That's nothing to shake a stick at. And of course, the other part is another $1 million going toward debt service, which is schools.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one strip mall.
That's amazing.
It is
and
amazing.
You're saying that's up on 31W.
31W.
Okay.
It's the gentleman's done put up a bunch of money already getting this started, and then when the state making do turning lanes, and I understand he's even going to pay for a red light.
Oh, wow.
There's no telling what this is costing that gentleman.
Where exactly on 31W are you? Can you kind of give me a better, because I'm trying to visualize where it is.
Hold on, you're going to make me dig in this. You're going to make me dig.
I'm trying in my mind to figure out exactly where you're talking about. You get up on 31W, and I'm not as familiar with get up on that microphone.
The city of White House is involved,
so get up on that microphone for us. So we're talking up in the White House area.
White House area. This is of course, White House has got an industrial board too. That's a part of this.
And they may have mentioned that because White House City comes in, and we talk to them on the first Tuesday of the month. So we'll be, coming back around because they'll have their mayor and alderman meeting maybe this week.
31W and Raymond Hirsch Parkway.
Okay.
If,
all right.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
The medical office is going to have 8,000 square feet.
Oh, wow.
10,000 square feet for daycare facility for the public. 12,000 square feet for the emergency room. So this is a big deal.
Yeah, for sure.
And right now, that piece of property is not bringing in but $12,000 a year.
Oh, wow.
That's all it's bringing in.
That's going to change. That's going to change quickly.
Yeah, that's going to change.
Okay.
And this is not. We're not talking about where there's corn at right now.
Right.
We're talking about something else. So that did pass last night.
Okay.
And here's something that's unusual. The sheriff came to us with a benefit package, and this is going to be hard to explain. One day you may get the sheriff in here. He's wanting to extend the benefits for the older employees up there. Mm-hmm. Right now, you can retire. We voted this in last night. It was voted in. You can retire at 55 years of age, but you got to have 25 years service.
Okay.
Now, he come up with numbers of suicides, divorces, and the stress that officers was going through. This is also can be applied to the fire departments. The stress of coming up on wrecks with fatalities and stuff. Murders, just dealing with that kind of public. Yeah. It takes a toll. So if you got 25 years of service, you can retire at 55. Mandatory retirement, 60.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now, you can work the administration side. You can work till you're 62. And what it does, your insurance is paid till 65. And, we'll pick it up from 62 to 65. The county will pay your insurance till you get on Medicare.
Till you get on Medicare.
Yeah.
So, that's something I need to get somebody in that understands Medicare, because I'm 63. I'll be 64 in December. Yeah. So while I'm still working for the school system, and I'm planning on, if the Lord lets me stay well, we're planning on working till we're about 75 in the school system, because that would give us 20 years in. But
75.
That's our plan, because this is our second career, my husband and I both. So that's, if we stay well and can do it, and we're contributing and doing what we do. But I think we're forced onto Medicare at 65, I think. I'm not really sure how it works. Do you understand that?
Not really.
I got to get a Medicare person in here that understands all that, because I need to understand
I'm pretty sure it might be mandatory, because a lot of the insurance companies' employees are ready to get you off their dime.
Exactly.
Get you off their dime.
Yeah.
But I do know this.
Yeah.
You have got to have a bridge in there. Yeah. That's what this is called, a bridge.
Right.
I'm on Medicare, but hey, if it wasn't for the bridge that I bought to get me from in between Medicare and what I got to have, we would financially be broke right now.
Well, when you have to deal with, illness and stuff like that, you just never know. And
and my bridge is very expensive, because of my health.
Yeah.
But that don't necessarily, if you're a healthy person, maybe your bridge won't be as bad.
Yeah, exactly. But there's just a lot of questions and things like that. So, as you get, these are all things. We'll get some folks in here to do the show to kind of talk to us a little bit more about it.
I would love to hear it, because even I don't understand it all the way. My wife keeps up with it, but I don't understand when the Medicare, like if you retire, and when's it kick in? It's like my retirement. I don't know when that's going to kick in. I'm leaving here, but Social Security. I'm worried about Social Security. Yeah, I'm very worried about Social Security.
Yeah,
I think all of us need to start paying attention.
Yeah.
Don't wait till it's broke.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And I think they've, made some improvements on that, but there's an awful lot to it. I've got a couple of folks. Aaron Slate would be another good one to get in here and talk to us a little bit about that. He used to come in, but now that he's got 3 kids, he's just so busy.
We need to talk to somebody. Yeah. I mean, when you get to be my age and, we're doing retirement, I worry about capital gains.
Oh, yeah.
I worry about making out a will. Yeah. We need somebody that knows all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'll reach out to Aaron, see if we can't get him in here pretty soon. And I've got,
Let's get back to
the county commissioner stuff. Come on.
Hey, I hope nobody has to use their Medicare.
Yeah.
I hope you live to be 200, don't even have to use it.
There you go.
But you better have your bridge, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
All right. This is what this plan is. I look for eventually statewide, this will be added to every sheriff's department.
Okay. What you're talking about, what I'm talking about. And
we're probably one of the few that have started this. And of course, a lot of the other mayors said, look what y'all done started. I hear that all the time. But we have took care of our sheriff's office. We've took care of EMS. We have tried to take care of the taxpayers' dollars, but at the same time, giving them the best services available. And that's what it's all about. Nobody should be 15 minutes from an ambulance.
No.
Nobody.
Nope.
And at one time, when I was a county commissioner, I had people that was 45 minutes from an ambulance.
Oh, my goodness.
45 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you figure I've told the story about we were hit by a drunk driver when I was in fourth grade, and we were coming up from Columbus Park, and the ambulance was so far out to get my mom that we were private vehicle took them to the ambulance, and the car that hit us. I don't know how long it was. I think it was an hour before somebody got to them. And I mean, it's just those kinds of things when you're out rural, when you've had experiences like that, we can do better. We can do better than that. Of course, that was a long time ago, but we don't have to live like that now. Let me do a break and then we'll come back and we'll kind of start wrapping this stuff up. But we're going to talk about Barry and Rebecca Richards with Exit Prime Realty. You know, it's so funny. I mentioned that I was texting with Chris yesterday, and I was texting with Barry too, because Barry, because of his background in media marketing, he was for 17 years a media marketing vice president up in Nashville. He is my go-to when I have questions that I'm trying to learn equipment or do things in my class here at Greenbrier where I teach audio video. He helps me so much, and he was sending me some information about some training that I could do through PBS. And he was like, you need to do this next year. He's my friend. That's what I'm telling you. And he is such a great source for help for me in so many ways. And he does that for, he and Rebecca, they serve people. And I hear stories constantly about different things that they're doing around the community. And guys, that's the kind of person you want when you're looking at something that's as big as selling property or buying property, or maybe you want to be a realtor and you're thinking, who can I talk to that can really show me the ins and outs? And Barry will tell you, he says, I might talk you out of it. You think you want to be a realtor, but I might talk you out of it. But if you do decide to mentor with them and work with them at Exit Prime, you will find none any better than Barry and Rebecca Richards. They've got the Samuel and Brandy Hastings working with them as well. And whether it's buying or selling, or if you want to be a realtor, as we always say, you can reach out to them at sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or buy, BUY, RobertsonCounty.com. But again, if you need to get, before you start buying and you start looking out and seeing what's out there, they're going to tell you, find out what you qualify for. So that's one of the first steps when it comes to purchasing a home. But if it comes to selling your home, you need to do a market analysis and see just how much you can expect your home to bring, and if it's a good time to go and put your property on the market. Rebecca, one of the first in the area to be a seniors real estate specialist, she'll tell you if this is something you're thinking you're wanting to downsize or do something. She says start way ahead of when you think you're going to want to do it, because if you wait until you think you're ready, you're probably pushing it and you're waiting too late, and you need to get on that sooner than you think. Reach out to them today. Barry will tell you, just Google them. You'll find them all over the place. Barry Richards, Rebecca Richards, Exit Prime Realty. You'll find all kinds of stuff popping up about them. Or you can go to sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or buy, BUY, RobertsonCounty.com. The number to call, 615-504-7425, 615-504-7425, or 7424, and always let them know U-Turn sent you. Back to it. County Mayor Billy Vogle's in the house with us. Getting close to wrapping up our next to last show. Anyway.
Yeah, we had a resolution last night to reduce the speed limit on Charles Darsh Road. If you live on a road where there's speeding and everything, if there's no signs up, hey, that pretty well means 55. So if you got a concern, call your road commissioner and maybe get a few signatures on a piece of paper. Your friends carry them with you. Hey, I've never seen them not lower the speed limit on anyone that went up there with a problem.
Right.
I've never seen them not do it. I've even had to do it on the road I live on, and it needs, of course, it's got to be posted. But if it's not posted, hey, people just going to drive what they think's 55. We got good roads too. That makes them drive too fast. If we had a few potholes, they wouldn't drive as fast.
Slow them down.
Yeah, slow them down. The other two resolutions is pretty simple. We had surplus property come out of Chancery Court, and of course the schools is always replacing the computers or cabinets or something, so we had some of that. Since I've got just a few minutes, usually we never have any old or new business, but something come up last night in new business that I'm probably going to be opinionated on a little bit. We did have a resolution. Let me throw a little shade on my cities. I haven't seen this but maybe twice in my 8 years. We had to change the official road map, and what it was, it's where a city had come in and took the road. So we took it off our map and added to theirs.
Yeah.
That don't happen very often.
We've talked
usually,
about this a few times.
Usually they'll take the land, but they'll leave the county, the
I
road.
want you to take care of the road.
Evidently, this road must have been in the middle of some property they took on both sides. So, I mean, that don't happen very often.
Where is it?
It's part of the, I think these roads were part of the Vesper Village.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, you might be sitting on it right out here.
Yeah.
That might be part of that road. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to watch that development.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well, and because I know we talk a lot about, that's a question that when my husband was safety coordinator for the buses, we had a lot of conversations about who's in charge of this road because he'd hit roads that he thought were unsafe for buses. And that's something, buses are going to start running 2 weeks from tomorrow, guys. You've got to be careful out there. And these, I put up something about the rural roads and how you need to be careful. The city put up something about taking extra caution on the rural roads. Just double down on that with the buses hitting the roads. Please, please, please be careful. But, well, that's interesting. So they took a road that they're going to be in charge of, so county won't have to be.
Yeah, it wasn't,
Right.
it's not much, but,
Right. But, yeah.
but it's back off. We took it off our map,
Right.
our official road map. Mm-hmm. Last night in New Business, this has been discussed for the last 2 or 3 months of raising the salaries of the county commissioners. Mm-hmm. And they're at $550 a month. Well, some of them was wanting to raise it to $750, and I've opposed this. I said, if you raise it, I want stipulations. If we got commissioners that's missing meetings, they don't deserve to be paid. That's just the way I feel about it.
Mm-hmm. Is that a problem with county commissioners that miss too many meetings?
It has been lately. We've got a couple that's just checked out, period. And it's a problem. They don't deserve to be paid. And then you need a little. The CTAS offers some education. It's on the computer, and they keep up how many hours you got. We need everybody to keep their hours up. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're going to get $750 a month to be a county commissioner, keep your hours up. Mm-hmm. It's about learning knowledge of the county governments and stuff. Mm-hmm. And anybody comes in, if you want a good county commissioner, he needs to be educated and he needs to be there.
How many hours do they expect from a county commissioner? Is that something that is
varies on the
says,
person.
Hey, we expect this many hours of service?
Okay, like when we had our budget meetings, which we met every Tuesday for 2 or 3 months, I'd have county commissioners at every one of those listening. And then you got some that never come. But they're all on some committees. Now, if they're supposed to be at those committee meetings like animal control, whatever, and they pretty well will come to that because that's on commission night. But then you may have one like on Thursdays at solid waste. We may not have 3 there. Mm-hmm. So, but that's not as important as you need to be at the meeting and vote.
Yeah.
We've I've seen it slack off more this year than I've ever seen it. It used to be, well, that was your job.
Yeah.
When I started, I think it paid around $200 a month back in '98, but that was my job. It wasn't for the money. I didn't do it for the money.
Of course.
I did it because that was my job. Mm-hmm. And until we get stipulations, I don't think there ought to be any raises. If you miss 4 meetings a year, you get docked 4 meetings. That's just all there is to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's reasonable. I mean, you don't show,
if you don't show, you don't get paid.
Yeah. There you go. It's pretty clear.
I mean, I don't think that's the way America works a little bit.
That's the way it always worked in my world. So,
But anyway, they made the motion last night to raise it to $750. And I asked them, I said, is there no stipulations, no amendments, no nothing, just straight $750? That's your salary. And it failed big time.
Okay.
It did. I just want to tell you, the county commissioners turned it down. Mm-hmm. I think if it had some stipulations on it, it might have come close to passing, but I feel like a lot of them thought going from $550 to $750 was too big of a raise.
Yeah. Well, very good. I'm glad to hear that. And so I know a lot of people will be glad to hear that, but very good. Yeah. We've got about 5 minutes here. Anything else that we need to cover?
It's just being a county commissioner is hard to feel. Mm-hmm. See, right now we got some White House. Didn't nobody fill out a petition.
Really?
Right. Didn't nobody.
Seriously.
So we will, Keith will appoint, the county commission will appoint somebody after August to be a county commissioner out of that district.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I didn't know there was a seat that didn't have anybody even.
Had one person, and he automatically got elected.
Yeah.
I mean, that was it. Nobody else even applied.
Wow.
It's not, I don't know whether people don't care or they just don't want to put the hours in, but here's the main thing is a lot of these people, when they go out at night, was even church, you're just going to hear problems. You're going to hear problems.
Yeah.
And that ought to be counted in with the pay.
Yeah.
But it does get old to hear problems all the time.
I'm sure, and getting phone calls all the time. And I know y'all have to, I mean, just in my little short tenure in politics, when I ran for office, people they were constantly asking me, about things. Even after the election was over, I would get phone calls and messages all the time about what do I think? What do you, and honestly, yes, I have a lot of opinions about the way things are ran politically and those types of things, but I got a life. I don't, that's not what drives me. That's not all I do.
Let me tell you what I got to do today.
You told me you were going to fill us in. So what is on your agenda?
I've got to learn to say no.
We all have got to get better at that.
But
I'm working on that myself.
I got a phone call from a friend, asked me to be a judge today. There's a lamb show with 100 lambs in it.
You'll see Aaron because his boys are in that.
Yeah, and
I think
I'm one of the judges. How long it's going to last, but I do know it's supposed to get up to 106 degrees, and between 100 lambs. And to be honest with you, I'm a judge, and I'll just tell you like it is. I don't know nothing about no lambs. I don't know nothing, but I guess it's part of how the lambs behave and what the kids work with. It's all for the kids.
Yeah, and how well they control them. How well they control them is a big part of it, and that is huge. Is the control? But where are you holding the?
It's
show?
on Rossview Road at the John Bartee Pavilion.
Okay.
Which is right outside of Sadlersville, between Sadlersville and Clarksville. Mm-hmm. Like I say, it's going to be 100 lambs involved. I'm sure it's a big part of 4-H.
Yeah.
So the mayor,
I think Aaron's boys. I think I saw that.
So the mayor's fixing to go judge lambs, and of course, all I care about is the chops. We're going.
See right there. There you go. There's his voice. He put something up on social media about that. So I'm thinking this because he said this is like their third year to show. So I'm guessing that's probably the one that they're going to. Well, you said you need to see Aaron, so at least you'll be able to say hi.
Hey, let me tell you, if your kid don't win, don't blame the mayor.
Yeah.
You should have had some better lambs, all I can tell you.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. But yeah, it's a lot about the control and how much you can tell that they've worked with them and how well groomed they are and things like that. And that there's evidence that they've been fed properly and all those kinds of things. I
like animals. I got cows and stuff, and I love dogs, and I even like cats.
I've got 2 cats that were feral that they're finally taming down. I've rescued them. My brother, I was looking for a cat, and he says, you need to come up here and trap some cats because he's got them everywhere. People drop them on him all the time.
Please go out animal control and volunteer.
I went out there the other day with my grandson just to see, the animals and stuff, and what a beautiful facility. But those little puppies in there, I mean, you want...
It breaks your heart to go out there.
Well, they've got some cats out there that are not ready for adoption, but they had this big old tomcat. Oh, he was beautiful. I just need a house cat. I didn't want to. I've got several barn cats that are in my barn right now, so I don't need any others. But there's a sweet adult tomcat out there that needs a home, and he's been there a while. Somebody needs to go and adopt that boy. He's as sweet as he could be. He was a sweet cat.
Randy come see me the other day. He said, man, he said, we got so many tomcats we had to separate them. Said they spraying the place down.
Yeah, you got to deal with the toms. I know.
All them tomcats.
He was a sweet boy. He was a sweet cat. But I've got 2 females in my house right now, and I don't want a tomcat in my house. I'm not doing that. But out in the barn or something.
Yeah.
But I've got so many right now. But anyway,
they will take donations.
Yep.
Volunteers. Hey, think about it on these hot days, them trying to take care of them animals.
Oh,
out
my
there.
goodness. It's a lot. So
Yeah,
get out
it's a
there and
lot.
help them. If you're a kid looking for volunteer hours for your Tennessee Promise stuff that you have to keep up while you're on Tennessee Promise, it's a great place to get your hours. That'd be a great place to go out there and work with those animals and get your hours. But anyway, all right, Mayor, that's
right.
going to wrap it up today, and I'll
y'all
see you next month.
Be the swan song.
Oh, my goodness. God bless you, brother. Thank you. And always, go by and see the mayor if you've got a concern. And thank you for joining us. Tomorrow, we'll be hearing from Ron Martin. We're a little late on that meeting because of the way the Wednesdays fell, but we'll hear from Ron Martin. And we'll be also hearing from our VSO office. So I'm not sure who they're sending in. The Veteran Service Office will be coming in. So look forward to having you join us here on 1100 WSGI. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day.